How Medicaid eligibility works for long-term care, step by step. If you're trying to figure out how to pay for long-term care, here's the reality most families don't hear early enough. Medicare does not cover long-term nursing home care. Medicaid does. But qualifying for Medicaid is where things get confusing and where a lot of families make costly mistakes. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how Medicaid eligibility actually works, step by step, so you can understand what matters and what to do next. Let's start with the big picture. There are four main ways long-term care gets paid for: Medicare, short-term only; private pay, out-of-pocket; long-term care insurance; Medicaid. And for most people, Medicaid ends up being the program that covers ongoing nursing home care. But Medicaid is a needs-based program. That means you don't just apply and get approved. You have to meet specific financial and medical requirements. First, there's medical eligibility. Medicaid is designed for people who actually need a high level of care. Typically, that means nursing home level care or significant assistance with daily activities like bathing, dressing, or mobility. So before anything financial even matters, there has to be a documented need for long-term care. Next is income. Medicaid looks at monthly income, things like Social Security, pensions, and retirement income. Each state has limits, but here's the important part. Even if income is too high, that doesn't always mean disqualification. There are often ways income gets redirected toward care costs. This is one of the areas where families get stuck because they assume they're over the limit and stop there. Then there are asset limits. Medicaid looks at what you own, things like bank accounts, investments, and additional property. Some assets may be protected, like a primary residence in certain situations, a vehicle, and personal belongings. But many financial assets must fall below a certain threshold. If they don't, families usually go through what's called a spend down, which just means legally reducing assets in approved ways. This is where things get serious, the 5-year look-back rule. When you apply for Medicaid, the state reviews financial activity going back 5 years. They're looking for gifts, transfers, and assets given away below market value. If they find those, it can trigger a penalty period where Medicaid won't pay for care. This is one of the biggest mistakes families make, transferring money without understanding the consequences. Let me quickly highlight where people run into trouble. Waiting too long to plan, assuming Medicare will cover long-term care, giving money away without understanding the look-back, and not realizing there are structured, legal ways to handle assets. Most of these mistakes come down to one thing: not having a clear system to follow. If you're trying to figure out where you stand right now, the best next step is to get organized. I put together a simple checklist that walks you through your current situation, your care needs, your financial position, and your next steps. If you're unsure where you stand, start with the checklist here. It's in the description below. It'll help you move forward with a clear plan instead of guessing.